Let's go, baby. How you guys doing? This is the broadcast. Oh, there we go. Known as new one coming up here is me talking live to you guys out there. So many things to talk about with Everton, and it's really pissing me off here. Don't be a bottler. Don't be a bottler. So many crazy crap is happening with this club, and it's really ticking me off. I just wanted to go on the live real quick to discuss this. So let me pull up a screen here. Give me 1 second. This is how I felt on Sunday. Big shout outs to Everton Hub FC. So the course of 24 hours, guys. The course of 24 hours with this club, we have new owners who backed out of the club. We were getting beaten by Sligo Rovers. This is the team that sold us Seamus Coleman for 2 packs of cigarettes and two Lucy's and 3 packets of crisps, essentially. And our new deal with this company that's making our new kits called Castori, the freaking badge fell off of the kit. Why would anybody buy this crap? This is how I felt about this club at all. And look at the first comment here by Vincent Vega 9550. Jeez, we cannot even get behind the team and look at all this positive and posting the comments writing it. Right? We're better than this. Hopefully, whatever position you find yourself this season, we can just get behind the team. Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? There's the comment of the day right here. This new shirt is awful. Oh my god. Let me bring out more for this, but the big deal actually that actually matters here. Let's bring back this is a report here from The Athletic. All right, this is from The Athletic here. We'll discuss this. So let's bring it back here. On Friday, the deal that we were working with, the Friedkin Group, these are the same guys that own Roma FC. They're one of the top clubs in Italy. They're going to buy us. The Friedkin Group is actually based in Texas. So I know these guys probably did their due diligence and they figured it out. We had exclusive talks with these guys for 4 weeks, but on Thursday, the deal went down. And one of the things that they cited was the club debt that we have from the 777 Club. So if you guys are watching, have no idea who the 777 Club, they were a private investment group that's based 7 hours away from where I live at in Miami. These guys were in complete shambles. All the clubs that they've owned, essentially, they've now pretty much defaulted on most of it. The main guy who runs the 777 Club, literally 10 years ago, was getting sued by the Bellagio Hotel in Vegas for not being able to cover a $10 million marker. Why in the world would Moshiri, with his genius mindset, decided to take money from this guys? I want you all to think about this. Whenever you're out there and you're building a team and you're out there, you're trying to build a club, you're trying to build whatever. Oh, we got some chat. Oh, what's up? Oh, big up, AJ. How you doing, brother? So big up to you as always. So I want you guys to think about this, right? I want you guys to think about this. Whenever you are, oh wow, I forgot I have all 3 of my streams alive. So it's on the Toffee FC channel and the main channel, whatever. This is very important. This is an emergency. All right. I want you guys to think about this. Whenever you are out there and you're buying a club, let's just say you're buying a lease, right? You're buying a lease. What are some of the things you think about when you're buying a lease, right? You're out there, you're looking for a new flat, and you're trying to figure out what you want to buy. There are a few things that you need to do out there to buy stuff, right? One, you have to make sure that you have the good credit. Because some places out there, depending on where you're at, Let me put the glasses on here real quick. For the Blu-rays. Oh my God. So when you think about this, when you're out there, you're trying to buy something, right? You're buying an apartment. What are some of the things, or flat? We'll use the term flat. What are some of the things you need to have? You want to make sure that you have the credit, because certain places may ask you to provide credit, right? You have to have decent credit enough to do it. Another thing, you have to have money. Let's say you have to put down a deposit, you have to be able to pay for that deposit, right? Certain apartments may ask you must provide 1 month for rent. Or other ones might say, hey, you might have to provide your first, last, and a deposit. And the deposit is the same amount as like a month of rent. So essentially you're paying 3 times the rent to be able to move into a place, right? So you have to have the money. And what is the last thing you have to do? You have to be able to afford this. This guy, Moshiri, decided, and his wisdom, his bright genius, you know what, let's build a stadium. Oh, wait, I'm broke. So I'm going to take out numerous amounts of loans. So the Friedkin Group, they're looking to buy the club. And one of the things they stressed that concerned them, that they walked away from the deal, is this huge debt that they've got, that Moshiri took on the club. So let's take another slide here. This report's from the Athletic FC. I'm going to tell you guys this, honestly, there's no need for you to buy the Athletic subscription. They literally post the cliff notes on the internet. So what's the purpose of that? Look at that. That 200 million pound debt, or $258 million debt to us Yanks, which is comprised of a series of loans the 777 Club made to Everton last season. So last season, this prick, Moshiri, got 200 million pounds of freaking loans. Now, that's insane. That's insane. Now, we're going to look over here to the next card. So the Friedkin Group concern is about the debt and related to the fact that the 77 Club is now in the hands of an insolvency expert. What does that mean? That means the 77 Club right now are pretty much insolvent. They have no cash. They are broke. The expert said after its complex web of portfolio companies started to unravel earlier this year. So in the beginning of this year, that's when all the clubs that 777 owns started falling apart due to months of lawsuits, of unpaid bills, late bills, allegations of fraud. All right. So this guy got involved with a scam artist, a conniving scam. And this, Jesus Christ, Jared Braithwaite had to be the cover of this whole thing. This guy, Moshiri, is a scam. He ruined our club. He destroyed our club with all this debt. And for what? For what? A nice, shiny stadium that we may not even play at because we could be going to administration. This really pisses me off. And the fact that, like, these owners can do crap like this to a historic club, a proud club. This is even for me. Look, I'm in the States, whatever. This is more about the folks over there in Merseyside, the folks that live in Liverpool, that live around the area, that they have to walk. They go to the games. They bring out the family. They bring out the kids. These are the people who are hurting because it's a fucking prick and he's making these dumb decisions that ruined the club. So now, in order for a person to buy Everton, they essentially going to have to pay 300 mil. That's about our value. That is the estimated value. Not only does that happen, you have to think about the 660 million pounds of loans that we have to pay back as well. So essentially, whoever wants to buy this club will have to have at least $1 billion to cover any of the costs, any of the expenditures, any of this process. This whole idea has really pissed me the hell off. And the fact that this crap, this guy, Moshiri, can walk around, he can feel happy about it. He can literally a little smug on this little beating. Hold on, let me show you a picture of this motherfucker real quick. This guy, oh my God. I am so, oh my God, I'm so upset. The only thing you have to do, my man, you are the guardian of the club. You are the guardian of the club. Your job is to make our club solvable, make our club be able to sustain itself, to financially compete in the Premier League. This guy is an absolute twat. It's an absolute scumbag. This man should be banned from anywhere out there. It's a disgrace that he did that to my club, and I'm worried about this can happen to any other club out here. Any other club. This guy right here, you prick. Full out Moshiri. You're on prick mode right now. Get out the club, sell the club, toss everybody out there. You're spending, you're running the club into debt. We're not even able to make players, we're not even able to sign players. Today, Amadou Onana left, which there are a lot of people in the fan base that are, that are glad that he left. Me personally, he's a talented player. It's sad to see him go. But you know what? I don't blame him. Because why would you want to be in this debt-ridden ship? Now you see my let me cut off the you see the bottom of it right here, and it says better credit than Everton. I have better credit than freaking than Everton FC. How in the world is that possible? I have better credit than these guys. It's insane. Oh my God. What do we got here? And that's another. Oh my God, I forgot. Moshiri, he was out there at Arsenal with you guys, so he could have done the same freaking thing. Actually, it's the one of the few times ever that having Stan Kroenke actually saved Arsenal butt. Because if he, oh my God, if he would have, oh my God, can you imagine if Moshiri was him and Usmanov? Nobody talks about that. We got so lucky because of the whole Roman Abramovich thing that nobody really came after us about Usmanov. Technically, Usmanov wasn't a shareholder at Everton. So that's like the only way that we got around that whole situation. It's insane to me that you have an owner out here that decided to take, instead of doing what's best for the country. Did we need to build a new stadium? No. No, we didn't. Ask any Everton fan out there. Ask them all. Do you think we want to stay in a new stadium? Hell no. Hell no. The fact that this guy took so much debt, over $662 million in debt, and ruined the club. Oh my God. It's insane to me how this man was even allowed to be in charge of the club, how he was able to be allowed to run a club. He's horrible. He doesn't know how to manage money. And if you're telling me that this is what a business person should do, and this is how a business person should act, that's the most illogical and absurd thing I've ever heard in my lifetime. Your job as an owner, you're not even technically the owner of the club. The people. This is the people club. The people own this club. Facts. People own this club. Your job as an owner is a caretaker. You're a custodial. You are there to guide the club, to make sure we're financially stable, to make sure we're competing, to make sure we get the players that we wanted. And if we do have to sell players, make sure we get the profit that we need, that we can put the money back into the club and use that money to help grow the club. Let me pull up this article. I just have another one right here. Let me see here. Let's see here. Let's go to, let me see. Do I need to hack this thing till I can, all right, cool. We're going to take a look at this athletic article because it's free. Do not pay for that. Do not pay for that. Oh, what you got, AJ? Daryl, with all due respect, let me show this on here. Let me show this comment right here. Daryl, with all due respect, if you lose Jared, I honestly think you're gonna. You can't, dude. We're fucked. Get rid of, big up, AJ. You the man. Big up, brother. We're fucked. If we have to sell this guy, It's a shame, man. Let me put this up here. This is the facts right here. This is good. It's sad to see this. A historical club like us. By the way, we won more than a lot of teams out there. I'm gonna read up this article here by The Athletic. By the way, it's free, so don't pay for The Athletic. Just throwing it up here. This is their article about the Everton crisis, our economic crisis right now. All right. Friedkin Group proposed to take over Everton is off, plunging the Premier League club back to a crisis. The Texas-based owner of the Italian side, Roma, merges as the Everton potential savior last month, only weeks after a previous takeover deal collapsed with another crap investment group called 77 Partners. Oh my God, I could do another video about these guys. The Friedkin Group were in exclusive talk with Everton over the last 4 weeks, but withdrew, citing some concerns over the club debt to 777 Club. If you guys don't know about what happened with the 77 Club, hold on, let's see here. 777 Partners. Let's see here. Insolvency. There it is. Where is it? So this is from The Guardian. Yeah, we are, dude. We definitely are a bigger club. So this is from The Guardian. So I'll give you a quick backstory here. This is from The Guardian. 77 Everton called in an insolvency advisor amidst a fresh doubt over the 77 takeover. Move made while the club believed to be waiting for loans for the 77 club. This is ridiculous. Everton has called in a leading firm of reconstructing insolvency advisors, the Guardian understands, raising further questions about the proposed takeover of the Premier Club by the 777 partnership. Move came while the club were believing to be waiting for further 15 mil of loans that 777 had pledged to provide Everton with during April, according to the 777 source. Jesus Christ. First off, the fact that they named this crap the 777 Club, you know it was shit on. You know it's a scammer already. Like, come on, brother. You're in Miami and you call yourself the 777 Club. Get the fuck out of here. When asked about that $15 million loan, the 777 person said after the delay, the club has been provided with the working capital it's needed as of today, which was the date of loan. So what happened with the 777 Club, guys, is that they owned numerous amount of clubs across the world, like Vasco da Gama. They owned they owned a bunch of clubs around the country. Apparently, they stopped paying people. And also, what happened? Thank you. They stopped paying the people, their clubs, and different organizations and teams like that. So what happened is they became insolvent. And when they became insolvent, what happened? Our deal with those guys fell through. So months later, we had to work on a deal to get the Friedkin Club. And this is when this whole thing happened. Friedkin Club, by the way, they're from Texas, and they also own Roma. And these guys are very legit people. They're very serious. They know how to manage funds, blah, blah, blah. But let's get back to the Athletic article about the deal that collapsed. All right. That £200 million debt was comprised of a series of loans by 77 Club made to Everton last year, now controlled by American insurance firm ACAP. So essentially, these guys were so bad, they went insolvent, and now all their assets and stuff have been obtained by the ACAP insurance company. I know it's a lot of jargon I'm talking about, but like this really beats home the fact that these owners don't give a damn about you or your club or anything else. The TFG's concern about the debt are related to the fact that the 777 is now in the hands of an insolvency expert after his complex web of portfolio companies started to unravel earlier this year, following months of lawsuits over unpaid bills, late payments, and alleged fraud. Fraud? The most serious of these involvement, Leadhead Hall Capital Partners, an investment firm based in London that specializes in the insurance industry, as it has accused both the 777 and ACAP of fraud. Both 777 and ACAP denied the allegations, but hope an early resolution of that case have not materialized. And ACAP, which has lent 777 hundreds of millions of dollars over a number of years, is now fighting for its own survival. So essentially, got involved with a club, with a owner group. Hey, if you guys want to put chat anything else to say what's up, I'm going to have to figure out how in the world to stop the repeating part. It's sort of tricky. So essentially, 777 were getting money from this insurance company, and they started giving them money and money and money. And these people for 77 did not pay them back. They essentially was running a Ponzi scheme of owning clubs around the world and taking funds and profits from one club to use it to another club, to use it to this club, to use it to that club. Out of all the things you would think of that like a business owner who is in that capacity, who runs a club and an organization, you would think in a mind they're in the Premier League, that there's things like, I don't know, proper checks and balances for ownership. You would think that happens, that you'll be able to find something that'll provide you better profits, better chance, better to protect the club. All right. Everton is the first club in Liverpool, by the way. The first club in Liverpool. We're the first club to play in Anfield. That was our home until we moved August the 24th, 1892. How do I know that? Because August 24th is my birthday, actually. So hundreds of years ago, Everton moved from Anfield across the park to the place they're playing at now. God bless her. Goodison Park, the last year of Goodison Park is this season, by the way. This season is the last season of the old girl. And we're going to go through some bullshit like that. Are you fucking kidding me? This could potentially be the last season that Everton will be around. And this is not me talking in hyperbole. If you see the bottom, let me show you. If you see the bottom here, that says it right underneath my name, better credit than Everton. You watching this have better credit than freaking Everton. Let's get back to it. I'm gonna finish reading this and I'll just ramble on for a few minutes and check. I'm so pissed. Yes, I'm so fucking upset. I'm not gonna lie. So let's get back to the article. The TFG, which would want the ACAP to take a discount on the amount the 777 is owed, has clearly looked at the situation and decided simply too fraudy with risk to proceed. A joint statement from the Blue Heaven Holdings Group, which owns Everton, that is Moshiri's shell company that owns the club, and TFG confirmed on Friday morning that the discussions over the potential sale of the majority stakes of Everton has ended, and the Friedkin Group will not be progressing with the purchase of the club. The statement adds that TFG will remain a lender to Everton. It says the club maintains a positive relationship with the group. Maintain positive relations. With the group. Everton will now explore alternative options. The TFG has already lent Everton £200 million to repay another $158 million to a group of investors led by U.S. firm the MSP Sports Capital, and pay the latest bill from Lang O'Rourke, the construction firm building Everton's new stadium at Bramley Dockmore. But I ask you guys, if you're ever moving to a place, you're moving anywhere, right? Well, I'm not even saying build in the house. Let's just say you're moving into an apartment. You have to be able to have good credit, right? Because certain places will ask you for your credit. You have to be able to afford the deposits, and you have to be able to afford the rent. Before Moshiri was a regular person like us, he would be homeless on the street. Let's get back to the article. So while TFG will not be buying Everton, it has replaced MSP as the secured lender at Everton Stadium Development Limited, the club's subsidiary that owns the new ground. And there is no suggestion that the TFG intends to call that loan in anytime soon. So, oh my God, you just have to laugh. You have to laugh at that. You have to laugh at that. Oh my days. So not only the person that we want aren't buying the club, they pretty much technically own the freaking stadium. Good job, Moshiri. Good job, full heart, Moshiri. You bum. However, the fact that TFG has decided against buying the club, having spent a month looking at our books, raised serious doubts about Everton's immediate future, including TFC new loan. Everton owes more than $600 million. Oh my God. Let's zoom in on this. Where is it? Let's zoom in on this. $600 million to three external lenders. 777 Club / ACAP. The Chester-based Rights and Media Funding, and TFG, as well as $450 million in shareholders' loan to current owner Fullhart and Sherry. So not only Everton as a club owns $600 million to three different funders, the club owes £450 million to our owner, this prick. Look at this dollop right there, dude. Look at this shitbag, dude. This guy's a fraud. I want you guys to take a look at this fraud. This man right here, do not trust this man to sell you anything. If you go to a car dealership and you see this guy trying to sell you a car, get the hell out of there. This guy's a bum. This guy's a freaking bum. Oh, the British Iranian businessman has owned the Liverpool's oldest club. Shout out to the Athletic. Oldest club since 2016. And his total lay on Everton over the last 8 years is close to £900 million. Those shareholder loans have effectively already been written off by Moshiri, who lives in Monaco, of course. But he's been hoping to get at least 50 mil for his 94% stake in the club. This second failed takeover in little over a month means he's hoping to seek much more than $1 for his shares is dwindling. In truth, the 69-year-old has been unable to fund the club for over a year. And Everton has been for sale for at least the last 2 years, with earlier takeover bids by another American investment group, KAM Sports LLP, and MSP failing in 2022. That was the KM, I remember that one. And the MSP deal failing last year. This is why TFG interest was so welcomed by Everton fans. It is owned by billionaire businessman Dan Friedkin and proven track record in the automobile, entertainment, sports, and travel industries. Family businesses has had a long history of commercial partnerships in U.S. sports and have owned Roma since 2020. Under TFG ownership, the Serie A side have won the Europa Conference League in 2022 and lost the Europa League final in 2023. God, let's take a look at that beautiful stadium that we built on credit Take a look at that Credit Stadium right there. Look at that Credit Stadium that we got there. Look at that. Look how great that Credit Stadium that we spent on. That we literally freaking built the stadium on a credit card. But Everton is clearly an expensive business to acquire, as well as a 600 mil in secured external debt. The club posted losses nearly 400 mil between 2019 and 2022. Those annual deficits have been coming down, which they have been actually. They've been selling a lot of good players. One of the deals I have to talk about is when we sold Richarlison. If you guys remember, that deal was actually announced 2 days before the transfer window start, and we had to announce it 2 days before the transfer window start so it can post on the 2023 books as opposed to 2024 books. Wait, is that right? 2021, 2022 books. So it could be, there you go. 2021, 2022 books. It had to be posted then, because if not, we could have been dinged for financial fair play right there. All right, let's continue. Article's going to be quick. It's almost over. That, however, has had an impact on the team fortunes as they have spent the last 3 seasons at the wrong end of the table, with last season's campaign being further hampered by a deduction of 8 points for breach of FFP, financial profit and sustainability rules. There is also a small matter of finishing the construction of a new stadium, which is meant to be finished by the end of this year, so that Everton can start playing there in the 2025. Whoa, what are you doing? Start playing the 2025-2026 season. Oh, you twat. You dollar. Whatever, we read enough. Thanks to the TFG contribution, another chunk has been taken out of the builder's bill, which is expected to reach 800 mil when all is said and done. But it's still around 70 mil still to be found to complete the stadium interior. Guys, we're literally building a stadium built on credit. You know, most clubs, when they build a stadium, they at least are able to secure funding, be able to budget, be able to, bid, have different construction companies bid, except the one bid that favors your team by making it lower, making it higher, blah, 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 blah. We just, for Moshiri, it's let's just build it. I don't have any credit, whatever. I don't have any money to build it, so let's just run this through the ground. So essentially, that brand new stadium that's on the river is literally killing the financial stability of our club. It makes no sense to me at all. The fact that this guy is around to walk around and think that he's comfortable in himself and not being tossed in jail is the most asinine thing I've ever heard in my lifetime. It's insane to me how many more years of this prick destroying my club. We're financially insolvable now. We're a financial horrible situation, and it's all thanks to some jack off that doesn't even live in the country. This dude lives in Monaco, for fuck's sake. Everton doesn't even have office in Liverpool. We don't even have an office. Our office is in London. That's the most insane shit I've ever heard in my lifetime. Get this man out of the club. Please, for the love of God. This is a situation worse than Barry, by the way. This is a situation worse than, I think Barry's the only thing I can think of right now, a club that went insolvent in the last few years I could think of in the English Premier table. This guy clearly came into a chat and destroyed the club, and it makes me mad. You out there is watching, all you folks that are watching and replay or whatever, make sure you do some diligence, look at your owners, and figure out what type of prick that guy is. Because 9 times out of 10, they're all jerks. 9 times out of 10. I could go on and talk about the FSG, but I don't want to do that because I might get like hated on. Somebody, oh, this messed up. You're an Everton fan. What are you talking about Liverpool? Blah, blah, blah. But like, it's the worst thing. I don't wish this on anyone. I was a lot more angry earlier today just talking about this, but like I did Flawless Show and I was so angry. I had got done eating, got done. I was like, all right. And I took my lunch early from work. I closed a big deal. And I was like, I'm gonna get on the camera. I need to talk my shit. And I told them what it is. I told the viewers everything else. It's a shame that this man took my club and just used it as like a credit card. Essentially ran the credit up and down and chose not to pay off the debt. Meanwhile, there's kids and families who've been going to those games for years. I mean, I've been to Goodison Park a few times. I love Goodison Park. I'm a big dude, so being able to get to Goodison Park, I can sit my butt in the seat. You know what I mean? I can sit in a seat. And I don't even care about the obstructive views or anything else because you know what? Being in a stadium that's been around since 1892 is historical enough. And I love the fact that we played at Goodison Park. And I wish we could stay playing at Goodison Park. Hell, we might have to actually stay at Goodison Park because we can't even afford this crap. I can't even believe how in the world this is more on the regulators of the game in England than anything else. How in the world is this even allowed? Like, think about this. How in the world a team is able to build a stadium without having any money? This is insane. How is this even legal? How is this even possible that somebody can buy a club, run it down the ground with loan debts, build stadiums, and you have no money? This makes no sense to me. This man, if you go to your job, right? Let's say you work, I don't know, we'll do an example. You work at a deli, right? You sell capicola, you sell prosciutto, you got the provolone, you got all this crap, right? You're telling me you go to work every day. You work 40 hours a week. You bust your ass. You do the best that you do. You make money for your job. You make money for the business. You have great customer service. People love you. You work hard. You work hard. You work hard. And then one day you come into the office. You come into the deli. And you're about to get ready to slice up some prosciutto and some provolone for some. Dude, I love some prosciutto. I'm not gonna lie, provolone. You slice it up some turkey. You slice it up some ham. You know what I mean? You're getting it done, and your boss said, "Oh, we're gonna build this new deli. All right, it's gonna be a few blocks away. We're gonna build this deli. You guys are gonna be happy about this. It's great." And you're thinking, "Oh, all right, that's cool." So you're out there working, do what you can. You're like, "Oh man, my boss is building this new deli. This is gonna be great." Blah blah blah. You go a month and a half later, you get a notice that says you're fired. And you're like, wait, why am I fired? Oh, yeah, the boss that told you he's building that new place, well, he wasn't able to afford it. So you're out of a job. What is this? So you did all the due diligence you can. You came into work, you clock in, you were able to, you provide the best customer service, you give great recommendations, you help people plan like parties by giving them like platters, blah, blah, blah. You did more in effort. And turn around and you realize that your boss is the one that fucked you over. So how does that feel? That's how I feel about this club. Ugh. Dude, there we go, man. Let me put this up here. If you go down IC, you could have lost the club. The fan, that makes me sick. Dude, we're fucked. Like economically, we are screwed here in this situation. And now, was it today we sold off Onana, which, you know what? I'm going to, cheers to you, Onana. You got out of this situation. There's some fans out there, but, oh, he's overrated, blah, blah, blah. Brother, you did the best thing, man. I hope you shine out there in Villa. I hope you guys out there dominate, do well in the Champions League, and I hope your career continues. We didn't do any justice to you, man. We weren't able to have any financial stability for you. We weren't able to provide a great team for you to play with. I can't wait till that guy go to Villa, and then we're going to see him ball out, and you're going to see some of the Everton fans go, "Oh man, oh well, he didn't play like that with us." But yeah, of course he could. We didn't have anybody around him. So I hope Onana does well. I hope he kicks ass, and I hope he do well. And I hope. And the thing is, I could say, "Oh man, I wish we invest the money in the 5 players," but I'm like, bro, we might need that money for lawyers to get out of insolvency court. So yeah, we're gonna take the money from Onana to sign a lawyer so we can get out of bankruptcy. We are so fucked. We're fucked, and it's all because of an owner who wanted to build a stadium when no fan cared. By the way, no fan cared about the stadium. You can ask any Everton fan. I would say 60% of Everton fans would be like, you know what, I don't really care about having a new stadium. I like Goodison Park. Guarantee it. You ask any fan. Most fans would tell you, you know what, Goodison Park's all right. I like Goodison Park. Why are we gonna move to a new stadium? It's home. It's comfortable. We like it. Goodison Park is one of those. If you guys ever have a chance to go to Goodison Park, how the stadium is set up, you're literally are like bowing down onto the ground. Especially if you're upper deck, your view is like straight down. And because of how the seats and everything is set up around Goodison Park, when it gets loud, it shakes. It shakes. And if you see it on TV and you see the camera and it's literally like this, and it goes, like that's literally how the camera is at Goodison Park. It shakes like hell. It gets so loud. The crowd gets on top. And when we are rocking at Goodison Park, it is the most exciting, explosive thing to see. And this prick Moshiri, dude. Oh, I gotta show this prick again. This guy. Where's this Jamoke here? Oh, get out of here with the free account. Shut up. Oh, get a free account. This guy. I love how they give me the ad for it. Here it is. This prick. We're gonna show you this guy again here. Here's this guy. If you see this man selling you stuff, if you see this man on this, whatever you go into, you see this guy right here. If you see this man and he tells you he has a good deal, run away. He's going to rip you off. This is the face of a rip-off artist. This is the face of a scumbag. This is the face of a man who had no intentions on helping Everton. He just wanted to cash us in and take advantage of us. This man right here is a scum. And if there are sources, you go online, there's different other Everton channels or whatever. I only follow one Everton channel, I'm not even gonna lie, and that's Toffee TV. They got a pretty good end with the club. I'm not gonna say there's any Happy Meals involved with that, but let's just say if I were to if I were to put on clips from a press conference from Sean Dice, I'll probably get a copyright strike, but they won't. So that's all I'll say about that. I do enjoy the channel. There's no beef of this expressing it how it is. It is what it is. So overall, it disgusts me. It hurts me so bad. I don't want no team should have to go through what Everton fans have to go through with their owner. In fact, I don't think any club in the Premier League has this situation. In fact, I can take it one step further. I don't think any of the clubs, just take a look at that prick. Just keep looking at this prick right here. I don't even think that there's any club in the top 5 of Europe that's going through financial situations as worse as us. Not even AC Milan, and I know they're owned by like a private equity group. Not even those guys are in a financial shit show that we are. It's disgusting. Almost $1 billion in debt that we have on our books. $1 billion in debt. For what? Scrapping relegation for the last 3 seasons? Thanks. Thank you. Thank you, Moshiri. You fuck you. Thank you, guys. That'll be all I have. Thank you, guys. I just had to vent my frustration of the situation. It's disgusting that we're going through this, man. And there's hope. There is hope. I mean, thank God. For me, I feel, it sucks for me, but it's more about those people in Goodison, those people in Merseyside, those people in Everton, Liverpool that are dealing with this crap. Those are the people that are going to get hurt more than me. Like me, whatever. Whatever. But those folks there, those people over there, they're the one that's going to get it more than anyone else. Because those are the ones who woke up, grew up, diehards, going to the stadium, having mom and pop shops, the little, oh man, what's that? Going to the end right across the street, pounding some brews. Oh my God, eating some Franks and fries over there on the chips over there on the side. The mom and pop stores that pop up around during Goodison Park. The families that go out there with their fans, they walk, they plan it, months of planning. These people spend years and years and years going to the stadium. These are the people that are affected by, they're affected by this prick decision. These are the people that are affected by this. This man has ruined the club, and hopefully, God help us that we were able to get a better one. So, all right, short, quick. Sorry, guys, just had to vent off about the situation, about the whole situation. AJ's right about that too as well. All right, guys, y'all have a good night. Thanks. Thanks, man. It's goddamn. It's tearing me up because it's like, well, these, like I said, the example that I just gave, people plan accordingly. People make funds accordingly. People are, they plan accordingly when it comes to like buying a home, buying a car. This guy can't even plan accordingly for building a fucking stadium. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night, man. Thank you for watching. Full Heart Moshiri out. Fuck. Full Heart Moshiri out. Kiss my ass.